Braigalong, a pleasant historic town nestling in the foothills of the Great Dividing Range, derived its name from the Braigalong people, who were a branch of the Kurnai or Ganai Aboriginal tribe that once roamed the region. It was near here that Angus Macmillan, the white discoverer of this area, selected land and settled at Bushy Park. Nearby is the picturesque Freestone Creek. Braigalong was also the birthplace of the popular Braigalong Bush Band, seen here at a 25th anniversary reunion in the beer garden of the also popular local pub.
This used to be a gentle, sweet song, Doc. I can hear that whistle blowing still. 50 years have gone, but I remember well. Well, that's the way it seemed. The whistle like a dream as the last train out of Brian fill up steam. Branch line heading for the hills. For over 60 years she put money in the till. Wattle bar hops for beer, loads of sugar beet and red gum blocks to pave the Melbourne streets. I can hear that whistle blowing still. Down through the years, well, it always gives a thrill. The steam train's easy wheeze, the whistle on the breeze as the last train out of Brian takes its leave.
Once upon a time, many years ago, I lived in an isolated hut I had built beside the lovely Freestone Creek, north of a small Gippsland town called Braigalong. The hut was made from wattle and daub and wood offcuts. The roof was hessian, coated with a mixture of cement, lime, alum, salt and water. Unfortunately, the hut was destroyed by a flash flood in 1990. To me, the Valley of the Freestone is a mystical, timeless place, and the solitude I experienced there has had a big influence on my life. I wrote this song for some friends who built their home out of local materials. They jokingly called my hut Bock Hall. This is my bathroom. It's overflowing at the moment. Down by the gully where the lovely Freestone flows, where heath and the wattle and wild sarsaparilla grows, where birds of the forest sing with freedom's song. There is my country home, that's where I belong. There were so many reasons to believe in what we did, so many lives to be lived. There were so many times I felt so all alone, but now I'm glad I did what I did. Our home we built out of the earth, we built it all alone. much indeed. I'm going to attempt to sing a song now that's about an old fellow that used to live up near the Blue Pool where I built a hut along the Freestone Creek. I never got to meet him, and I often regret that. Apparently he's a wonderful old man, and people still talk about him, people who are older now, and he used to take them when they were children, him and his second wife Edna, and they used to go along the creek and have treasure hunts, and he'd have the kids staying there overnight. And he had a lot to share with children. And one of the things he used to do, I thought was very nice, he used to paint pebbles with gold paint and wrap them in gum leaves and then put them and hide them in trees and things and say that the fairies had left them to remind them of the treasure of their childhood dreams. He was a man that had a lot to give, and as I say, I regret I never met him. But I wrote this song about him, and what I've tried to do is it's me asking the question and the children answering, but I'll sing the whole lot at the moment if I can remember it.
Where is Archie Hare? He used to live back there, now I can't find him anywhere. Please, can you tell me where has Archie gone? I've been searching for him so long. He lives in a moonbeam, he lives in a dream. He smiles from the campfire's glow. He flies with the birds in the sky, high, high. But where he's gone to, we don't know. I heard that he lived down near the...
He was a very interesting gentleman. He had all the pets of the bush would line up here. The possums, kangaroo, one special kangaroo called Skippy. It would bowl into his hut looking for the biscuits. And then in the evening and in the early mornings he was feeding the kookaburras and the possums and all the other lots of little things from the bush. And he also had a book recording all the visitors' names. He was very helpful with the scouts and the guides in this area. Archie was here. Could have been in the 50s when he started. When he lived here, and he made a special entertainment for the scouts and the guides, and he used to get big groups of them up here, and he made tracks up into the hill across the creek, and also made a map down here near the Blue Pool to show people where these tracks were. And then when the scouts and the guides were here, he'd have little prizes of lollies and various little trinkets which he'd buy at the shop. So he would have prizes for the guide or the scout, and really entertained them. He just loved young people. And of course he entertained the older people too. He had many people called here, people from Esso, people mostly from the Sale area, and he was very happy to have people, of course, living on his own. Just before I came here, him and his wife, he had his wife living up here in the late 50s, and he nursed her right to the end, and she passed away round about end of the 50s, and he's the most entertaining and happy fella with all the animals and the birds and whatever comes to his place. They all enjoyed his company. And Archie also had a place at the bottom of the creek here, which he stored his goods in just before the 65 bushfire, so as he had something to put back in his house after the fire. There's a lot of history in that man, which will not be which will never be forgotten.